Hey, good morning, Fast Way to Fat Loss community. How are you? This is your coach, Matt Sandifer, with the hat backwards as usual. Sorry for the scruff. I haven't been able to shave yet this morning. It's a little early, but that's what Mondays call for. Day one, day two, high intensity interval training, sprints, you name it. Gotta get that workout in before I break my fast, before I get to work, before I have to drop the kids off to school. So that's why I'm up early doing the video for you all, just to prep yourself for week one. And congratulations on getting through the prep week. Awesome job. Love the comments. Love the strategies you guys are putting in place. Making this a life change, right? This is not a diet fad. This is not something that's just going to go away in a couple weeks. This is a life-changing experience that is long-term. You guys can sustain this as long as you want, and hopefully I'm your coach for that length of time that you decide to stay. But once you get through this, I know that you're going to feel great. I know that you're going to be a better you at the end of the day, and we're going to be all, as a community, within our community, we're going to be healthier together. So let's jump into week one. Let's see what this looks like so we can prepare ourselves, prepare our diets, prepare our minds to set ourselves up for success. So, as you can see here, day one and day two, low carb, high intensity interval training or sprints. You'll see that those workouts within your daily routines. Day three and day four, regular macro days. Those are strength training days. Again, remember, we're working on increasing our metabolism. We increase our metabolism by gaining lean muscle. These strength training days are just as important as your high intensity interval training days. Again, don't forget day 5 for the guys, low carb. This is an active recovery day, but it's still low carb, 100 grams. We want to stay below 100 grams of carbohydrates. And then day 6, my favorite day, we get to treat ourselves to a donut, a Pop-Tart, whatever pastry you want to go for, have at it. And then day 7, again, we're doing a little bit more strength training. So if at all possible, guys, day 1 and day 2, again, this is a early morning video because I needed to get my workout in before I started work, before I took my kids to school. Again, I'm in the same boat. I got 3 small kids that my wife and I have to get ready in the morning before we start our program. I manage 10 people in the field, so my day starts very early. And I just want to let you know it can be done, and it can be done successfully without a lot of drama involved. And I just want to put that out there. If you plan ahead, you will set yourself up for success. If you don't plan, it may be a little bit more challenging, but I encourage you to plan. Day 1 and day 2, I want to really remind you, again, we want to get these workouts in before we break our fast. Why do we want to do that? One low carb day. Again, we're looking to deplete those glycogen storage, the glycogen stores that we have in our body. So in order to do that, we have to deplete those. And to deplete those, we do our high intensity interval training or sprints. That depletes those before we break our fast. We start burning fat. We get those triglycerides moving. We get those triglycerides burning, the fats in our body. That's when we start burning fat, right there. That day 1 and day 2 set ourselves up for the rest of the week to start burning fat. And again, when you look at day 3 and day 4, strength training, we're adding lean muscle. That's going to increase our metabolism to help us get there. So let's take a look at what this may possibly look like in your MyFitnessPal. So again, we're not comparing. Everybody is going to have a different except for the 100 gram mark. Everybody's calories, everybody's protein, fats are going to look different. Carbohydrates on a different day, but low carb day, everybody's at below 100 grams. So let's take a look. Picture of myself and my beautiful wife, Lindsay. There you go, 100 grams of carbs. What I want to really point out here in this is that my protein does not change on low carb day. I don't increase my protein. What will increase, and when you look at the macro pie chart on if you use your MyFitnessPal on your phone, the fats are going to look like they're overloaded, and you know, that's the goal. You just still want to keep your protein at the level of regular macros, and this is where you're going to increase that fat. Avocados, coconut oil, that's where you really want to pick up those good fats when you're on your low carb day. And so that's it. Make sure you're setting your MyFitnessPal. Make sure you're tracking your calories, especially not your calories. We don't track calories, we track our macros. Make sure you're tracking your macros, getting the proteins, getting the carbohydrates that you need, making sure you're getting those good fats in. Guys, remember, I told you this last week, I come from a background of low carb. I did low carb for about 3 years. I was not giving myself the opportunity to give myself the nutrients that I needed from fruits. Yes, I was taking in vegetables, but I wasn't doing a lot of whole fruits and the whole food vegetables to get me to where I needed to be in that category of carbohydrates. That was my challenge. That was my little success each week, or each day, I should say, in prep week, that I was able to find additional carbs, good carbs, to put into my diet to reach that incremental goal for the day in my macros. So I know everybody is going to have different things that they might find a little bit more challenging than others, but that's why we're here. That's why the community is here. We uplift ourselves, we uplift each other, I should say, and help each other get through this. Again, it's not hard if you plan ahead. The hardest thing is maybe you haven't done intermittent fasting in the past. It came a little bit easier for me. Honest transparency. I dabbled in intermittent fasting. So the 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of feeding, that was not the challenge. My challenge was finding good carbs. And that may seem crazy to a lot of people who like to take in carbs. My body just didn't, I could not turn on the switch. So that was my challenge. I overcame that. I'm feeling great. I know you will too. So hats off, guys. Great job on prep week. Today's day one. Get your workout in before you break your fast, and let me know how it felt. Let me know how you did, and anything that we can do to continue to build on the small successes or the big successes that you're seeing during the week. Post them. Help everybody else feel a positive vibe with this community. So that's it. Get to it. Going to have my coffee and hopefully get some bone broth in to break my fast today at a little bit after noon. So have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.